this is the right hand, so I've got to plot out where the fingers go. I've cut the end off, so it's the right length for the longest finger. So if you place your hand down flat like that, that's the highest one, and then they roll down as a curve and the thumb's down here. So that'll be rolled round that way, and there's also gets shorter as we go down the side there, and the thumb will be, I think it's about there. So I've marked it out on a bit of paper, so that'll go that way. So I'll plot out where all the fingers go, mark them, and then transfer the lines to the front, because these will be slightly wrong, and then step them back and cut them out. Right, so that's the middle finger, so that's the longest one. These two about the same length, come down to there, and the little finger which overlaps that one. So I've got to be careful, I've got to cut that way. So the next thing I've got to do is drill a hole for the fingers to go in. These will be cut down because they're too long, but I've got to get them in the right angle because this is the middle finger, which is straight from the centre of the wrist. I'm not sure whether the hand's a bit too long. The finger, the long finger, middle finger, is basically should be the same length as the hand, where it's not. That's the same length as this one, which is a bigger hand, longer fingers. Because I'm reducing everything, I think this needs to be smaller. Now I'm not going to take it out the bottom because I can't redo that on the lathe, but I can take some off the ends here and redo the sockets, so I'll drill the hole a bit deeper and scoop that bit out again so that these fit. I've drawn this centre line, which isn't square with that because it's in line with the middle finger. So I've drawn a line square to that and set this up so I can cut those about a 1/4 inch back on each one at that angle so the fingers will fit better. I'm not sure if I've gone too deep with that, because when that goes on it's about right. It's a little bit short, so it'll help me out there if I reduce these. It'll give me a bit more wriggle room when I put the thumb in. So the thumb will go somewhere around there. So that's the shortened version. I think it's okay because there's going to be a lot taken off the side, so it'll be a slimmer hand. So in proportions, I think it'll work. Right, I'm actually committing to where I'm going to put the thumb now. That's the thumb in. I'm not sure if it needs to lean forward a little bit. I think it's okay, but I'll just see. I'll carry on shaping the hand, get it a bit more refined, and then decide. If I need to change it, I can always plug it and re-drill it at a slightly different angle, but I think it might be okay. as you may have gathered, I'm not too happy about the position of this thumb. Well, the position's okay, it's the angle I'm not so happy with. It's better to get things like this out of the way as soon as possible. The longer you leave them, the more difficult it is to put right, and it just annoys you if you don't do it. So I've been looking at it, and I wasn't happy from the beginning, so I knew I'd end up doing it. I think that looks a lot better now. The thumb's leaning forward a little bit. I'll have to trim the bottom of this so it's level with the bottom of the thumb, and then carry on getting rid of more of the waste. I'm more or less happy with the shape. I'll probably mess around with it more later on, but I'll leave it as is for now. So I'm going to carve in the creases in the hand and then sand it down and see what I'm left with. So that's it put together. Nothing's glued in yet, everything still comes out. I'm not happy with that. It's not worked as well as I like. That actually looks better, the hand itself. It is too flat though, and this one I've overdone it a bit and I've curved it round too much, and it just doesn't look right. It's got to look a bit more relaxed, and it's sort of pulling around a bit too much. So I'm going to have to do that again. The fingers are okay, and that's okay, so I'll just have to make the block. I've got to make the fingers for the other hand, so I think I'll do that first and get that out of the way, get everything ready, and I'll just have those to do. It gives me a bit of time to think about it. But no, I'm not happy with that one either. That looks the part, that looks right, except it's just too flat. But they were probably similar to that in the old ones.